Good day and welcome to Fleet TV News. My name is Tululope. Oba of Benin narrates travels when palace funds were slashed. Oba of Benin Omo Noba Nedo Uku Akpolopolo Ewari II, in a demonstration of candor and royalty, penultimate week, stood and danced on the throne as he received 119 artifacts from the government of Netherlands, which were part of precious artworks looted from the palace by the British during the 1897 invasion. He said that was how his grandfather stood and danced when one of these artifacts was returned. The Oba also revealed that there were attempts by a former official of the National Commission of Museums and Monuments and top officials in Edo State government to reloot some of the items, a move he said was resisted, and commended President Bola Tinubu for continuing from where his predecessor Muhammadu Buhari stopped. Oba Buhari, too, particularly commended the current Director General of the NCMM, Mr. Olugbile Olowe, who, according to him, has been very committed to the return of the works, while also making symbolic presentation to the Oba on behalf of the Nigerian government. The monarch also commended what called the resurgence of courage and fearlessness among some youths as they backed the palace in the fight for the return of the artifacts and resisted the attempts to balkanize the kingdom. The Oba received the latest returned works and offered traditional prayers, part of which, he said, was a message to those who looted artifacts to bring others all over the world back to the palace. He said, I can't thank the Almighty God and our ancestors enough. On behalf of my chiefs, members of the royal family, I want to encourage the youths, the royal family, to be strong, to be tough in the face of adversity, not to relent, not to be scared. The British came, they looted our palace, burnt our kingdom, killed my people, killed their morale, tried to kill their spirit. I lament the fact that the people of Benin Kingdom, the boldness, the bravery, courage is still there. However, the event of 1897 reduced that to a significant level that sometimes when I see the youths, when I see our people, they are afraid of the unknown. We want to reawaken the courage that we had before in our people. Oba too, said there were plans and conspiracies backed by a cartel to reloot the works, but he vowed that he would rather allow them to remain where they are than to be returned and then relooted. The monarch stated, I want to thank the governor of the state. This is very historic. The DG has been doing a wonderful work. He has been too humble with what he has been doing. The man that is leading the NCMM is making the difference. The Capreda, former official, was part of that conspiracy to reloot our artifacts. I told you before. I say it as it is. Having been trained in America, we had a rolling battle. In the same hall, I addressed my chiefs in Benin language, and I said, these artifacts belong to my ancestors. I will not sit on the ancient throne of my ancestors and let them be relooted. Let them stay where they are, rather than be relooted during my reign. I thank the government of Netherlands for working with us, for being touched in their hearts to return these treasured artifacts to us. This is part of the efforts to reawaken the morale and the spirit of my people, to make them courageous again, to make them what they used to be. According to him, the palace passed through travails to the extent that its allocations were withheld because of his stance that the right thing should be done, always. Thank you for listening to Flip TV News. Do enjoy the rest of your day.